requested video on my pregnancy skincare routine. A lot of you had asked me what I'm doing to kind of counteract, you know, pregnancy, hormonal acne, stuff like that. Stretch marks obviously is a big one. Basically, I'm going to be focusing more so on the face and how to kind of take care of that, what products I have found work for me personally during pregnancy. So the number one tip that I have found most useful for my whole pregnancy so far is to really use a lot fewer products. Less is really more when it comes to your skin during pregnancy. I feel like if you load your skin with different products, it kind of goes a little bit crazy or it's just too much. You really want to take care of your skin, but do so in a gentle way rather than a kind of harsh, you know, crazy way. This is what I use every single day. I found that just taking out all the crap that was in there and just breaking it down to the basics has really helped my skin. So step one is to exfoliate, and this is really important for everybody to do. It doesn't matter if you're pregnant or not, and I would recommend it to anyone, but I like to exfoliate with the St. Ives Fresh Skin Apricot Scrub, and this is the invigorating one. This is for all skin types. It's oil-free, and my skin type usually is combination oily. During pregnancy, it's kind of changed to a little bit dry in patches as well, so I just need to be careful about that. So I like to use this once a week, and all I do is just in the shower, I put it all over my face and just gently scrub in circular motions, and it just kind of breaks down all the dead skin cells and all the dirt that's in there, because you never know. I mean, there's so many things like that can clog your pores that you might think you've cleansed and actually are still sitting on the top layer of your skin. Step 2 is cleanser, and for this I use Nivea Visage Daily Essentials Refreshing Facial Wash Gel, and I use this twice a day, once in the morning and once again at night. Next step only applies to you if you are getting spots or pimples. I use this now with the recommendation of from my doctor. I know that some doctors will not recommend this for pregnancy. It's kind of like there's differing opinions on things like this, so please don't take my advice like fully. Maybe ask your doctor. I have the permission from my doctor, and I'm going to go by what he says rather than what people on the internet say. So but there are a lot of different opinions about this, but I do use Panoxyl, which is a spot treatment or an acne gel, and this does have 5% benzoyl peroxide in it. Now this is the ingredient that some people are a little bit hazy on, like, I don't know, there's just different opinions, but like I said, my doctor said it was fine so long as I'm not ingesting it or putting it on in crazy amounts. It's fine for the baby. So I just use this on the little spots that I have, like the acne or the hormonal acne that I get, and it just kind of calms them down. I wouldn't say that it gets rid of them completely. It does when I'm not pregnant, but now that I am pregnant, I kind of have, like, you know, a couple of spots around here, and it doesn't get rid of them completely, but it does tone them down and keep them kind of like under control. So I use this once a day only, because, you know, this is benzoyl peroxide. It's quite a harsh chemical, so you really don't want to use it a lot. You just want to use it once a day on those tiny areas, and a tiny amount will do the world of good. You don't need a lot of this, and if you do use too much of this, you can really dry out your skin, so be careful with it. Step 4 is moisturize, and this is so important for everybody to do, whether you have a really oily skin type or a really dry one. Everybody should moisturize their skin, and there are different products out there that cater to the different skin types, so make sure that you're not using one for the wrong type of skin. I use Nivea Visage Daily Essentials Light Moisturizing Day Cream. This has always worked for me, just like the cleanser. It's so cheap, it's so affordable. You can get it at like Tesco, or you can get it at your local drugstore. And this is again for a normal combination skin. It has an SPF 15 in there, and I just use this. I use a tiny bit more at nighttime than I do in the daytime, just because that's when I'm using the benzoyl peroxide. So I really want to moisturize my skin, and it's not going to leave an oily film or anything like that, so don't worry about that. The next step is primer, and this is something that I really only started getting into during pregnancy, and you hear about this skin kind of condition that you can get while pregnant, which is like this grayness to your face. Now, I don't know if I've gotten that or not, but definitely it's something that I'm kind of, I want to keep at bay. I don't want that dull appearance to my skin, but it is something that they warn you about. So I have been using the Body Shop's Vitamin C Skin Reviver, and it has two different kind of benefits to it. So it smooths out your skin, it refines the pores just like any primer does. It makes your makeup application so much better and so much smoother, and everything just goes on so much better. So I really recommend it for that, but also this has brightening properties to it, so it's going to give you that little lift and little glow. And now I don't know if it's really working, if it's this product or if it's my diet or if it's just the pregnancy, I really don't know, but I have gotten a lot of compliments throughout my pregnancy about that pregnancy glow, and even if I don't see it myself, it's nice to hear that. So I do recommend this for that, and especially if you are afraid of that gray kind of veil. I'm not sure what the exact term for it is, but that grayness that you might get in pregnancy, definitely this is going to counteract that because it has the warming properties to your skin. The final step for my face is obviously to remove your makeup. This comes once a day at nighttime, and for that I do use cleansing wipes. I've kind of gone back and forth between using them. You know, you hear things about them that they're not good for your skin, you know, that they have alcohol in them, but I feel like to remove my makeup, these are the best for me, and if you cleanse afterwards, then it's perfectly fine. So these are the Simple Kind to Skin Cleansing Facial Wipes, and these have won awards and all kinds of things. Simple is a good brand to use, especially if you're worried about harsh chemicals and, you know, fragrance and things like that. So I really recommend these. They stay wet, they stay moist, you don't have to worry about them drying out, and they really remove everything, and once you cleanse afterwards, you're good to go. So I couldn't finish this video without talking about the dreaded stretch marks, and now I don't think that I'm an expert on this at all because I'm only halfway through my pregnancy, or a little bit over halfway, and although I haven't gotten stretch marks yet, you typically get them in the third trimester or the last kind of part of your pregnancy. So don't think that I'm an expert on this or anything, but I do think that stretch mark prevention is really important. Some people say that there's absolutely nothing you can do about it, but I think that, I mean, obviously if they're genetic, then you have more of a chance of getting them, but I do think you can kind of do things to calm them down and kind of keep them at bay. So I'm going to recommend two products. The first one is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Massage Lotion for Stretch Marks. Make sure that you get this one and not the regular, just normal cocoa butter formula, because they're different. This smells horrible. I hate the smell, but it has vitamin E, collagen, and elastin in it. It's an all-over body lotion. I use this all over my body, and I really think that it's an amazing product to use because it dries so easily. It's really easy to apply. It's not too sticky and too pasty. You know, you can, it's easy to kind of rub into your skin, and I just really like it. The next one that I think is really amazing is Bio Oil, and I've heard amazing things about this anyway, you know, for people that already have stretch marks. It's faded them, so this might be a good option for you if you're worried about that, or if you are on your second or your third pregnancy, or, you know, and you already have stretch marks from the previous pregnancy and you want to kind of tone them down. So it's supposed to get rid of or fade scars, stretch marks, uneven skin tone, aging skin, dehydrated skin. So, I mean, it has a lot of benefits in there, and this is something that I would recommend you use at nighttime because I don't like using oils during the day and then putting my clothes on top of them. I don't like that. So those are my tips for pregnancy skincare, and even if you're not pregnant and you were just curious as to what I'm using right now, the products that I'm loving for my skin right now, these are them, and they are definitely tried and tested for a long time, so I can definitely vouch for them. So I hope that this video will help you guys. I will put pictures and product info on my blog, as always, annaciccone.com. If you want to request a video, then just go to my form spring. That will be linked down below as well. And I will talk to you in my next one. Bye.